all in the game. You heard me? Stay away from that dope, let that stack change. You heard me? I sell my house.
Good morning, good morning. Want to thank you for tuning in to us. It's another episode of You Heard Me with Dr. K. Before we start, we want to praise God for being here. As always, we always have to give God the honor and glory for being here. So once again, big shout out to God for the blessings that He's given me. At this show, I mean, like I say, once again this morning we're here, and first of all, before we start, just want to let you all know. I mean, this show. Every topic that we come up with, every topic is from the heart. It's stuff that's going on in my community, stuff that's going on in the world. So just stay tuned into us every other Saturday at 5:30 in the morning, WPL on this station here, and just see what we come with, man. And like I say, every guest that I have on, I mean, what better, I would say, what better person to have on than the person who's actually been through that process. So when I say I have my panel of guests that's experts, I feel the experts in my book, so I don't care if they have a college degree or whatever the case may be. If they've been through this situation or scenario, they're an expert in my book. And today, this morning, we want to talk on second chances and why it's so hard for someone to come home from jail and to get a job. And for some reason, the America want people to think that, oh, the guys don't want to work, black people don't want to work, or the little young thugs don't want to work, or whatever the case may be, and that's not the point. You have to look at when the odds are stacked against you. And start from the jail system. You're sitting in a jailhouse, and it's no job training, there's nothing going on. You're just sitting in a dormitory all day. So you're not learning anything. You're just in there. You basically running it like me and him are doing right now. Which we're gonna be doing right now. We're just running it. So when you leave from out this situation, you come home. You mean we stay in the river parishes, and a lot of plant jobs out this way. So which means you have to apply for a TWIC card. That's a process. If they find out you have a record, they send you through all kind of paperwork and process you have to appeal. It took me a year and a half to get my TWIC card because I'm a convicted felon and because I have a record. But at the same time, you have illegal immigrants that can come and get a TWIC card like that. And they're all throughout the plants or what have you. And you come home, some guys may have children. They may have children and they might have outstanding child support balances. That child support don't stop while you're incarcerated. So these fellas might come home from jail with a $5,000, $10,000 child support balance, no driver license, no job, what have you. And they can't get a job. And I personally know a lot of guys that try to get jobs and they can't. And like I said, I have my childhood friend. He's like a little brother to me, Alex Johnson. That's his name. Man, look, I've been knowing him all my life. I call him Cheese, is his nickname, but his name is Alex Johnson. And good friend of mine. And he, I spoke with him when he came home from jail once, and just so happened he's blessed to be surrounded with family that love him, and he come home and he was on a higher platform when he came home from jail because of the stuff that was laid out for him. But it was kind of hard for him to get a job, and then he was blessed to start his own thing. But like I say, man, I want you to introduce yourself and just kind of talk upon what it was when you came home from jail, like trying to get a job and being blessed, being able to do your own thing.
Well, like you said, my name is Alex Johnson, better known as Cheese around our way. The journey that I took, it was a struggle, but it was a beautiful struggle. And to this day, I never thought that I'd be where I'm at right now. Growing up in the neighborhood, being troublesome, and then being successful as far as having peace is a great thing. I thank God most definitely for that first. But coming out of prison, me going to prison when I was 18 years old, I didn't have any work ethics, or I didn't have a long background of working. Didn't even complete high school. So when I went to jail, all I knew was the streets. And Dr. K knew me as a youngster or whatever coming up, so he can vouch on that. But when I came home, I didn't know where to start from, but I had surrounded myself around a lot of positive people. And I also had ambition, because when you get to a certain point in life, you have a decision to make on what you want to do. Either stay within the foolishness or go the other route, which is the right way. So, like I said, I did 9 years, and maybe after about my 6th or 7th year, I decided to mature in my growth and development. And upon coming home, I didn't know where to start at, but I had a drive.
Yeah,
I had
sure.
ambition, you know. So it's about, these days, it's about who you know, not so much of what you know, because I didn't pretty much know nothing about working at all. All I knew was what the streets gave me. And I was blessed to have my first job. I think I was making like $9 an hour, but I got the job through a contractor working through a third party.
Yeah.
And that wasn't enough, but you have to start somewhere.
Okay.
You know? But it's hard getting a job because you don't have no work skills. You don't know what's your niche. You don't have no, I didn't know my talent, I didn't know what my gift was, but I knew I wanted to be prosperous.
Yeah.
Prosperous or whatever. So as I'm working for somebody, I want to get another job, you know. But you got to set up for whatever because you want income, and as part of me being a man, I want to accept my own responsibilities.
Exactly.
And go and get it. So whatever it takes, I'm going to get it, you know. But it's hard because you don't have the skills, no trade, no degree. And America, that's what America wants you with. And then also you young and you black. That's a major problem.
That's the major problem.
Absolutely.
I'm sitting thinking, bro. I mean, I look at the guys that's in Angola. I mean, technically, who's ever watching or whatever, if you have a voice in government or whatever the case may be, you have these guys in Angola that's never coming home. Yet you have all the job training there. You have butchering, all kind of job skills there. And you have all these private prisons, which is this for-profit big business thing. You know, you have all these private prisons that's sitting there just having all these inmates just sitting up in these dorms all day doing nothing, play cards and dominoes all day, make motors and stuff like that, hookups or whatever. Why not take some of these guys and send them to Angola? Send them to some of these facilities that have job training skills, because when they come out, I mean, what's there to do? You put them right back in the same environment that they came from. And it's the thing always saying that nobody don't want to work, nobody don't work. The dudes do want to work. In 2010, when they had the oil spill, I was the supervisor in Grand Isle. And man, from one end of Grand Isle to the other end of Grand Isle, it was nothing but blacks. It was blacks, good little bit of whites, and a lot of Mexicans out there. And man, them black dudes, I'm talking about street hood dudes I knew from jail, dudes I knew from the streets, dudes coming out there working. But they're making $12, $13 out and they're bringing home $1,100, $1,200 a week. If you pay somebody will work. I mean, you can't expect nobody to get out of here and, get out and come work some mediocre job to where you're getting talks, you're getting talked crazy. I mean, just because we've been in jail, I mean, we was in jail for touching kids, or we're in jail for burglarizing and killing people, whatever. I went to jail for drugs. So I mean, that's a non-violent offense to me. So if y'all can accept Martha Stewart back in society and all these other people back in society, I mean, I don't have no shame for what I went to jail for. Like I said, it wasn't for touching no one, it was for selling drugs. The same wicked system that was plotted against us or whatever. And I just fell into that trap. Because like I said, no male role model around, but guys want to work, man. And like I said, I call on to whoever's looking at this morning. Give me a call at 504-813-2915, because there's a bunch of family-orientated guys, not no knuckleheads. I will never sit up and defend no knuckleheads or somebody who want to sit on the sofa all day and just lounge around while they girl going out to work and coming home and they're just sitting around. I'm not pleading for people like that, but I'm pleading for the ones who's coming home from jail, who made a mistake and coming home, have families and want to work or whatever. So if you're in a position to get someone a job, give me a call, 504-813-2915, and I'll put my name on it, that the people who I'll send to you or whatever the case may be, they're reliable people and they're people that's going to work. And I've also I've gotten at least 16 other people jobs, and they're still on the same job that I got them right now, and all the employers are happy with them. So I mean, we want to work. I mean, people want to work. Like I said, I'm blessed right now to have my own company. I have 2 companies, matter of fact, and like I say, man, I mean, when I called you, it was a last minute thing. He was on his way to work. Man, look, man, what you doing, bro? Come get on the TV show and talk about how hard it is for her to get a job. And he's here, and
yeah, not to cut you off, but it's an honor to me to be a part of this, because I've been actually trying to be a part of in the movement that's about helping or sending the message out to the people that they can hear my story. Because I didn't see this day. You know, I was sentenced to 15 years or whatever, and I thought that was a never-ending journey. But, you know, looking on this side, I mean, I'm home now and I'm successful. I have peace. And to speak about how us young blacks being caught up in the system, like you said, we want to work, but they call us thugs or whatever. But the people that's the politicians, the people who's over government, who letting the drugs come in or bringing the guns in the community, that's the ones who need to be talked to or whatever. I mean, we have questions and we need answers. Whether they agree to it or, well, it's those that's bigger. It's bigger than us. We're not just getting it from the port. I mean, they got to bring it from where we're from.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And they put it in our hand. But it's a system because everybody making money off us going to jail. Like, you know, the police officer getting paid and the courthouse is getting paid, the jail is getting paid. So it's a system. So they got to keep something going within our community, and it's kind of it's a system.
Yep.
Or whatever. So, but once you acknowledge that system, you fight against it. Okay, I know what y'all up to. I see the plan. I see y'all plotting. I won't be a part of that. You know, and that's what gives me I would never. I thank God for me being open-minded and acknowledging who the real enemy is.
Exactly. I mean, and like I said, it's the truth, man. And it's nothing. I mean, when you're on the outside looking in, when you didn't grow up in and we say the hood, that don't mean you got broken cars down there. It's just the hood. That, you know what I'm saying? So we call it the hood. But we grew up where we grew up at, man. I mean, we didn't grow up. Our parents, the decisions we made, that wasn't because of bad parenting. Right. That was because of decisions we made. Right. And like I say, when we got out of jail, it was either we can sit and lay in the bed that we made for ourselves, or we can get up off our behinds and go do what we're doing now, which is, you know, trying to do stuff. And like I said, I like to enlighten. Everything I really do is for the convicted felon. I mean, I have a real compassion when it comes to them because, like I say, man, I mean, if you're not touching children or whatever the case may be, and you went to jail, man, I don't look down on nobody. Like I said, it's no different than redistricting a school zone to get a certain person in this area. It's no different than somebody that stole something from their job and then came to your house. Girl, look, look what I got from the job, whatever. You know it's stolen, but you bought it anyway. Mm-hmm. So a sin is a sin. Wrong is wrong, no matter what, no matter if I got caught or whatever the case may be. But they have nothing to do with, like I said, have nothing to do with trying to give people jobs, man. I mean, people want to work.
Yeah, people want to work, man. I mean, actually, I know this guy, we actually got on a charge together. He recently came home. I did 9 years. He did 13 years. And we was in the same boat. And this brother been home for about 4 or 5 months now. And he's been filling out applications, going to jobs, on a job site. And it's hard for him because, like I said, he don't have the background. But he want to work, you know. And just like many others out there, they want to work.
Want to work.
They have a drive. I mean, it's doing something for so long, which is nothing for so long, it get boring, you know, tiresome. Like I can't imagine somebody who just want to be home on the block every day all day.
They got something like that. You know what I'm saying? They got something like that. I mean, matter of fact, I had a friend of mine. He's over the Lafitte housing project. He's the supervisor over all that. And he told me one day, he said, "Say, T, bro, man, you wouldn't believe the dudes that lay up in this house all day. So man, I go in the house to change a filter or something in the air conditioning. How the dudes just laying up in there blowing all day playing the game while the girls going out to work or whatever." Man. I'm not talking, you know what I'm saying? Like this TV show and what I'm pleading for jobs for, that's not for nobody like that. My plea is for dudes who have a family, dudes who out there having to walk from application to application, that's coming out their last pocket trying to spend the money to get a TWIC card. That's what I plead for. And like I say, man, please, if you have any kind of way to get people jobs, man, please give me a call at 504-813-2915. Because like I said, there's a bunch of family-orientated guys and females who want jobs and that'll really work or whatever. Like I said, I mean, if you pay people, you know what I'm saying, they're going to work. Don't just look at because you've been to jail or because of the tattoos or because of gold teeth or whatever that, you know what I'm saying? You turn away some of your best employees. Like I said, man, on that oil spill, man, I learned I saw from end to end, bro, them dudes out there working every day. Nobody, we had to be out there for 6 o'clock, 6:30 every morning. And I tell you, nobody was never late. We worked 7/12s, and every day the same ex-criminals, the same ones that knucklehead, the same ones out there faithfully working. So guys will work if you give them a chance, man. You have to give us a chance. You can't just have this double standard saying go do your time, and then when you come home, you're still being prosecuted in the public. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, even with the job skills, man. If y'all, you know, I mean, send some of these dudes that ain't go to jail. Send some of these dudes that ain't go to let them get job skills. You can't keep taking people and just take them from out the dormitory, sitting all day and get them out and hollering about they don't want to work. They don't know nothing but what they went in there. They went in a knucklehead and went in doing something. They not learning to know why they in jail, and they come back out come back into the same environment with no whatever, and they have to take care of their family. I'm not encouraging it. But man, I don't have nothing with no dude getting them to, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's selling drugs, as long as you're not harming, I mean, whether you're selling drugs or whatever the case may be, I'm not endorsing that. But man, you got to take care of your family. If you're not allowing these guys to take care of their family, what you want them to do? Yeah. That's my opinion. I mean, maybe you may think I'm wrong or not, but me being an ex-street dude, me coming from the streets or whatever, and me having a lot of ties with a bunch of convicted felons or whatever the case may be, man, what you want them to do? They have to take care of home. They don't take care of home. You got child support to worry about. Mm-hmm. You got your license getting suspended, so you got your driving around with a suspended license. You can't get your TWIC card. You can't work. I mean, so what you want these guys to do, man?
Back to what I was saying about people who, once you get to a certain age or a certain time in your life, you got a choice to make to whether you want to stay in your same ways or make a change. Yeah. Because after, I mean, you grown. I mean, your parents didn't raise you, so it's up to you not to make your own decision on live how you want to live. And for the most part, just accepting responsibility. I mean, I can't hold your hand.
Yeah, exactly.
I have a child.
Yeah.
Or whatever. So I mean, it's up to the individual.
You gotta get off your behind. You know what I'm saying? Man. You gotta get off your behind. No matter what bed we made for ourselves, you're gonna either lay in that bed,
yeah,
or you're gonna get up out that bed and go get it.
And in prison, it's not reform like this guy read this book by Chancellor William, Destruction of Black Civilization. He was saying one cannot be rehabilitated if he's never been habilitated. You know, so the prison reform thing is a joke, but it started in the mind and with that individual, that desire or whatever. And even in prison, they have college courses. It's on. I mean, everybody. I mean, they're building jails all over the country now.
Oh yeah, and they privatizing it. So it's all this
a whole bunch of money, but they have a whole lot. If you can get the good out of it, the benefits of it, they have. I mean, you can get a welding trade in prison. Whatever, they have all kind of college. You can be what you want to be. It don't matter where you at now. Yep. You got dudes on death row taking college courses.
Taking college courses, never coming home.
Yeah, exactly.
They never coming home, and then you got the other guys sitting up in Richwood, all these other little camps that's just sitting up in the dorm. Mm-hmm. That these guys got 5 years, 2, 3 years, 5 years. They coming home soon, mm-hmm. But they have none. But you got guys with life in prison that's never coming home. You know what I'm saying? Why not let some of these guys?
Right.
Come, go to Angola and learn some job skills. So when they come home, they have something. So you come on with this degree, or you come on with this, come on with culinary arts skills, welding skills, what have you, whatever. You come home and just sitting on your behind or whatever the case. You're not trying. If not even a degree. If you don't have a degree that you can get, or a trade, any kind of trade, if you have a new mind, that alone you could know how to network with people and start your own company. Because, I mean, a lot of successful people don't have the degrees. Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? So you have an idea and move forward toward it, but you got to have that desire, that ambition, that drive. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's up to the individual. Mentally, we be mentally handicapped, you know? Exactly. And you have physical people that's handicapped, that's kind of, that can't walk or can't use their leg, both their foot, both of their hands or whatever, but people are mentally handicapped and just don't want to. But it's a choice we make, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, for sure. It's a choice we make. So man, what you think, bro? We on there running here. I mean, this ain't nothing scripted, Like I said, we freestyling. Like the name of the show, you heard it with Dr. K. I mean, and every time you see this show, the topic's always going to be some deep topics or whatever. Like I said, you give me a call at 504-813-2915, or you can go check out the website, the letter U must learn. .com, and to see what I do or whatever. I don't talk for publicity. I really pull people off the street. You go to my website and see. I can have them on the show, but good thing they working right now, you know. So I mean, I have guys truck driving, and I love saying I have guys truck drivers, welders, plumbers. You know, I cleaned up the street, one of the corners in my neighborhood, and all them guys are working. The ones who didn't want to listen to me, they josing right now. So like I said, man, I'm glad I was able to keep it a real while I was in the streets, or be 100 with people, because these same little wild ones that's wilding or people scared to talk to, I can go in any hood and talk to any real person in that hood, and they'll sit down and listen to me. Now, whether they take heed to what I tell them or not, but I have enough respect for them to sit down and listen to me. And like I said, man, when I called you, like, man, that's my first time being on TV, man. We just gonna run it, Jeremy.
Yeah.
Ain't no, you know, ain't nothing scripted, ain't nothing. No, we running it.
Right. Yeah, and I can kind of like agree, feel what you're talking about on that level. Because even when I was in the streets doing it wrong, I had respect as a youngster.
Mm-hmm.
So as I changed my ways and how I move around, if I want a brother to come to a certain meeting with me,
They coming.
they coming.
They coming.
And I'm not a part of no kind of gang group, no Bloods, Crip, whatever. Like, I'm not on the block hustling, but I still pass through. I can get out and talk to all of them. You know, if I ask them to come, they're gonna come. If it's dealing with something positive. Because deep down inside their heart, they want to do something good, but it's just that it's the choice that they made, and they feel like it's no hope.
Yeah.
You know? So all we can do is reach our hand.
We reach down, yeah, sit down, holler at them, whatever. Like I said, man, I was downtown last week and stopped by some guys who I know, and everybody was out there blowing. Man, T, what's that? You know what I'm saying? Man, I'm not about to, you know what I'm saying? Y'all can do what y'all want to have nothing to do with me, but that's not going to stop me from coming and talk to y'all. When I leave here, if y'all call me, y'all know not to call me with nothing foolish. You call me about fishing, call me about t-shirts, call me somebody need a job, whatever, call me about that. But whatever y'all still doing, whatever, man, I don't knock nobody. That's, you know, you do what you want to do. That's just like with religion, that's just like with the gay thing or whatever the case may be. Man, none of that have nothing, man, I care about none of that. Whatever preference you choose, that's on you. They have nothing to do with me. I'm not gonna look at you no less or whatever. Even now, I have people that's less fortunate. I keep around me all day. Right. So, like I say, man, whatever, you know, is on that person what they do. But like I say, if I can give encouragement, help get them jobs, talk to someone, you know, keep them on the honor roll, whatever. That's what, you know, that's what I do. And like I say, man, I you know, and it's in the Bible. I don't know exactly where it is, where they say a friend is the one that you barely see. I barely talk to him. The last time I saw you was by Helen House, huh? Across the river for the thing. Right. And every time we see each other, if I call him, if he called me, no matter what the case, I'm going. I don't have to talk to him every day. I don't have to go sit in his house with the fake persona or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just who I am, and that's just who he is. And like I said, when I called him, you know, he was here and like I said, I wanted this expert on the panel because we're a better person because he's been there. You know what I'm saying? So. Come on, fellas, bro. Y'all out there, bro. Man, y'all, you know, don't come with, man, I've been to jail and the white man, all that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing about the white man or whatever the case may be. You get up off your behind or whatever and try to do something. I ain't saying it's easy or whatever, but man, try to do something. Don't just sit home all day while your woman going to work or whatever. You just sit down and get up and want to go running with the fellas or whatever the case may be. Right. And like I say, man, to whoever looking at this, please give me a call, 504-813-2915. And like I say, man, it's a bunch of family-orientated guys who need jobs, who need jobs that's about to come home from jail and they need jobs, man. And like I say, everyone who I've gotten a job for, they still at the same business, you know. And go to my website, the letter youMustLearn.com, and go check out what I do. You can see that this is just not nothing we're doing for show. This is something that I'm real about. I mean, I can't put it no more than that. I'm real about it because I have the actual work to prove it. I have the actual people on the website to prove it. You can go on there and purchase my t-shirts. Like I said, this is my non-profit t-shirt. And if you can see, I have someone, meaning in the prison garb, handing knowledge back to a child. And that's basically what the non-profit about. You know what I'm saying? And I feel, man, every big dog, just for anybody who was in the streets or whatever the case may be, any big dog that was in the neighborhood, man, you think them little kids won't listen to y'all? You hear them kids will listen to you, and that's why I have that with them. That's why people listen to me, because You know what I'm saying? Because they're going to listen. And I mean, if you in the neighborhood and you know that you respecting and love whatever, man, there ain't nothing for you to go grab, you take your section and grab somebody and show them the right way or help them get a job or whatever the case may be. Come on, you know, and the same thing, Black America, man, you know, when y'all get blessed with something, that don't mean you get blessed with it to look down on people. You get blessings to bless other people. Right. Not blessed to walk past, look at them man still out there. So when you was out there one time, your damn self.
Right.
So why you blessed now? Now you blessed, now you want to talk down upon the same place you came from. Don't do that, man. You get blessings, you're supposed to bless other people. And that's why a bunch of people fall back into that. That's what God allowed them to go back to where he came from, because you got what you got and tried to look down on people. You didn't, you know what I'm saying? You're supposed to take a blessing from God and bless other people.
Right.
So like I said, man, I mean, this is the name of the show. I mean, you heard me with Dr. K, and we're here, and man, stay tuned though, because we're always going to come up with all kind of different topics. There's a real good topic that I'm trying to put together where we're going to actually cause a truce between two neighborhoods that's beefing, and I have that in the works now. So when I get that or whatever, it's going to be real epic. I'm going to have the cops here, and we're going to film that, and I'm going to make sure that a group from St. Rose is going to on TV make a truce with another group of guys that they're beefing with. So I mean, that's what the show about. That's what I'm about. You heard me? And like I said, man, anything you want to promote, anything you want to say while you're here, or?
Nah, but I like what you promoted, because this is that time. We've been doing this for too long with the division. I mean, St. Rose against Kenner against this part of Kenner, Uptown against Downtown, different what, East Coast against West Coast, like all over the country. It's just us killing each other, destroying each other on every level, physically, mentally. And it's time. I mean, it's time for us to clean that up.
Yeah.
And start a new movement.
But you know what the trip part is, bro? When we in jail, and somebody run through jail, and we see somebody, no matter if you're from New Orleans or not, man, look at your boy. When you're in jail, Baton Rouge stick with this place, New Orleans stick with this place, whatever, and y'all can get along in jail. New Orleans can get along with Baton Rouge, some people, whatever, you get along with in jail. But when you get out of jail, it's beef.
Right. How
How can you get along in jail, eat out the same bowl for years,
right,
dap each other off, all kind of stuff? When you come home, you're beefing.
Right.
Why is that? Why is that? Because that's how the system's designed. But if your mind that weak to allow that to go on or whatever, that's why I don't beefing with nobody, man. When I was out wilding or whatever, you ain't catch me eating or whatever the case may be, man. Don't come at me with no foolishness talking about man. If you scary ass ain't do nothing about it back then, don't come telling me nothing now about why I'm on the porch. You heard me? I'm on the porch, leave me on the porch.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like I said, man, we can't put it no realer than that. Like I said, man, please give me a call, 504-813-2915, man. Like I say, if you in any kind of position to get people jobs, please give me a call. Need people with jobs, and at the same time, the letter youmuslearn.com. Go on that website and go check out the shirts. The shirts fund what I do, and at the same time, if you want to donate, like I said, you don't have to donate cash. You can purchase a T-shirt, and purchasing a T-shirt. Anyone that know me, anyone that's watching this show, you go to the website and ask whatever money is geared towards Dr. K, and I come out of my own pocket with it. I'll put it right back into riding around gas, getting people jobs, etc., etc., whatever. So it's not a game. Dr. K movement is real. The Dr. K T-shirts is real. What I talk about is real. My panel of guests is real. And thank you for tuning in to You Heard Me with Dr. K.
You heard me, stay away from that dope player and stack of change. You heard me, I say I'ma holler at you later on in the game. You heard me, stay away from that dope player and stack of change. You heard me.